Leaving Pamplona in the early morning, we could still see our breath as there was still a chill in the air. Our favorable impression of the city was further validated passing parks with statues and more ancient streets on the way out of town. Health-wise, we're good, and blisters dealt with and not sore. Knees are feeling it after long descents recently, but overall we're okay. We reached our first town, Cizor Menor, and waved to familiar faces, but pressed on, delaying breakfast. It was a day of passing by fields of crops, mainly wheat and canola. Cool air wasn't so bad, though. We managed to walk without jackets or any extra layers. As a former manager of people, processes, and technology, Perry's assigning me the task of narration again. Maybe he'll do tomorrow's. This section of path is shared with bikers today, who are not without their own difficulties on the Camino. Once at least a portion of the upcoming climb was under our belts, the reward was breakfast, picnic style, on a concrete bench with a great view. Then we faced a climb towards a crest with windmills. Unlike the Pyrenees, it wasn't too arduous, but it still amounted to a few hundred meters of ascent. Alto de Perdón awaited us at the top, which means the Mount of Forgiveness. A steel sculpture of a set of 12 pilgrim figures in procession overlooks the surrounding area. A monument to the local citizens killed by Franco lies on the other side of the statues and is a reminder of the local history. The descent was no joke. Loose rocks on a fairly steep decline of a few hundred meters certainly made any knee swelling worse, but like everything on the Camino, it was only temporary, and the trail flattened out, with a nice spot for quiet contemplation in front of a white statue of Mother Mary. We arrived at Uterga, which would be our lunch spot, after seeing a nice patio with local sausages and a pepper sandwich that hit the spot, surrounded by other pilgrims nursing their knees and feet. Like a lot of the Camino so far, we're skipping from town to town, and the next thing we knew, we were in Obaños. We had to stop at a little lemonade stand and actually get our passport stamp there too. Obaños seemed like a nice little community with well-appointed houses, a beautiful church, and there was a little community event happening on the church grounds where locals wouldn't let us leave without giving us a couple of chorizo sandwiches. We saw our first signs that we were in the local wine country, and we were at our stop for the night, Puente Reina, where we found beds at Hotel Raque. They had a welcoming patio that you could not miss on the way into town. The town had both ancient-looking narrow streets and wide pedestrian promenade, with bars and shops and albergues. We found a patio in the sun and shared a bottle of cider before a quick dinner and then off to bed. No sprains, no strains, one blister, two sore knees.